Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fair IC's live stream for today. It's great to see you in the chat. If you haven't done so already, please do say hello. We are a little bit short of people at the moment. I don't know if more people will turn up later, hopefully. But if not, welcome everybody who is here. And I'd love for you guys to just get involved in the chat as we have maybe less numbers for today. So do say hello, and I'm going to go through and say hello to people and see who's here. Fred Hutto, hello, first here today. Josh Smith, Michael Skull, I'm just going to say Michael. RC Valley from Southern California. Richard, Stel, Big Slim, Joseph, Bordeaux Rat, Rob Sebastian, Joshua Nye, Psycho 13 Garage, Larry's Big Ass Gas Garage. Nice to see you here. Robert Wolf, JD. Okay, we do have a few familiar faces and a few new ones, so really nice to see everybody here. I'm here with my new Fair RC t-shirt, which I much prefer to the old one. Looks a lot more trendy. I like the logo. Yeah, we haven't got it on sale at the moment, but I'm sure that will be coming soon. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this one. So today's show, we've got a couple of things for you. I guess it's not going to be a super long one. So firstly, we've got a Seckilling for anybody who is looking for shocks for your FCX 24 or FCX 18. These are really nice shocks that don't spill oil. They're very well made, and yeah, so we're making we're selling those for $9.99 in a Seckilling today. There will be limited numbers available. It's 100, is it? 100 available. 100 will be available. So it looks like there should be plenty to go around. We've got 49 people here in the chat today. So hopefully all of you, if you are interested, you will be able to get them. So they're normally for something like $25. I forget exactly the price. It's something like $24.99 or something like that. We're selling them today for $9.99. And the link is in the chat. Okay, so here's the pack. I'll open them up very soon. We're just selling the blue ones today. So we do have red available, but for this sale, it's only the blue ones. So please bear that in mind. And yeah, just quickly go through, say hello to some of the new people. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Tyler. RC Granny, great to see you here. GSG, Remy Proux. I'm very sorry if I murdered that name. Sean Morland, nice to see everybody here. And yeah, thank you, Sean. Please do click the like if you haven't done so already. That really helps us out. So so that's the first thing. We've got the Seckilling for shocks, but we've also got a very limited Seckilling for our 3D print parts for K10. Sorry, for K5 FCX10. And so for anybody who's got a K5 FCX10, this would be a really nice deal. We've got a bunch of parts for that. I think it's like three different parts, and it normally comes to about $25 or something like that, or maybe more. I forget the exact amount, but it's quite a lot when you add it all up. 46 I've been told. So yeah, so it's a really good deal, but we've only got 10 available. Okay, so 10 going today. As soon as 10 are sold out, we won't have any left, and I will be showing you those later if you'd like to have a look. And yeah, maybe we had a few people missed the notification for this live stream because we only just put it on. Actually, we didn't put it on before going to bed last night, so it's our morning now, and we put it on this morning. So some of you maybe missed the notification, but it's great to see the attendance kind of picking up, and we've got about just over 60 here. So that's much better. Yeah, I love, it's great if you guys, if it's just a room of 10 people, then I can talk to you in more detail. That's cool. But yeah, more the merrier. So welcome everybody. Yeah, so if you want those, do make sure you go to the link that's provided at the top of the chat box. Okay, and you're going to need to be one of the first 100 to get the shocks. if you put it in your basket and then you don't actually check out and pay for it, and then somebody else gets there before you, then you will miss out on that. So make sure you get it as soon as possible. This is not including shipping. Please bear in mind this is shipped from China. So so that cost, you have to pay for the shipping basically, unless you spend over $100, and then you get shipping for free. So you can kind of, but if you've got other things that you want to buy, you can put other things in your cart and then you get the shipping for free. That's awesome. If not, then it's still a very good deal on shocks. So yeah, welcome everybody. Hello, the shop Mini RC. Great to see you here as well. All right, so I've got a couple of other things to talk to you about. Just quickly, for anybody who's wanting the 3D print parts that are on our Seckilling for $9.99 at the moment. Do we have a link for that? It's in the chat as well. So if you want to get those, just check out the chat and you'll find the link for those 3D print parts for the K5 FCX10. All right, so what else have we got for you today? We're also going to talk about the Beijing Expo, which I was at quite recently. It was like last week, or I forget, time flies. But it was a really fun event. I was only there for a short time, but managed to see a lot of stuff. So I'd just like to share some of that with you, and talk a little bit about what products we might be interested in selling in the future and things like that. We're also we're ending a sale, so I'll quickly go over that. Tomorrow will be the last day for the FMS FCX24 sale. And it's not just FCX24, but it's also Easy RC cars are on sale at the moment. So I'll just remind you guys, this will be a really good chance to get any of those that you haven't got already for a very good price. So that's all of the FCX24s apart from the K5 are available for $119.99. And that's a really nice price. So if you're looking to put something in your basket so you get that free shipping, then that's a pretty good option for you. We also have an RC boat, which is a really nice boat. It's fast, and I'm going to show you that today, that we're going to start selling on our website for $69, $69.99. Again, excellent price for anybody who's kind of interested in boats. You don't get a lot of really nice new boats coming out in the market, and we found this one and we thought it was pretty good, very decent performance for the price, and you know, good quality features. And so I'll show that to you a bit later as well. And we also have a few bits and pieces that I'd like to show off towards the end of the show. So without further ado, let's get started. And I'll just quickly go back through any comments. I just saw Joe Rocks, which is always nice to see. Yeah, thank you very much, Nancy. I recently ordered the Easy RC Bronx. It says MUUNRC. That's cool. I like the Bronx. I think it's a cool car. It's not, you know, Easy RC cars are kind of beginner-friendly cars, but I really like the body for this, and I think it's a nice, yeah, it's a very durable car, I think I found as well. Okay, so Josh Smith says, got a set of shocks and a couple of other goodies. Well done. Awesome, Josh. The Shop Mini RC says Beijing Expo has some great stuff. I wonder what you guys have seen from that. Please write in the comments what you've seen, and yeah, what you're excited about from that show so far. Ordered, Big Slim says, first the transit product. They will look good on my blue Power Wagon. Yeah, awesome. I'll show you these ones just now. So this is the set that you get. Okay, this is for Transi, and it's a set of 4 aluminium oil-filled shocks. Ooh, this one's loose. I guess we've opened it already. So so let me block out my face and see if we can get that. Okay, so oil-filled shocks have a nice look to them. Impressively, you know, they don't leak very much at all, these shocks. Sorry, I can never get it to focus properly. But yeah, really nice. They've got black springs. They've also got silver springs, or yeah, silver, we could say, for different. If you want, you know, it to be a little bit firmer or a little bit looser, then you can adjust that quite easily. It has all the parts that you need to get it open. So yeah, very nice. And these are now these are the Seckilling is $9.99, so you can get these for a very good price at the moment. Let me show you these ones mounted on our blue K5 mod. And you can see we have these lower chassis links in blue as well. So if you're looking for a really nice match, you know, and get the look going underneath, it's pretty cool to have the shocks and the links all together. These ones we've just mounted. We haven't adjusted the suspension at all, but they provide a very nice dampening on your car, and great for trailing and things like that. So yeah, very smooth, and yeah, nice. So let's put these ones out of the way. And so they fit onto the FCX24s, and I think they fit on all of the FCX24s, yeah. But they also fit onto the FCX18s. So if you've got a you know, a K10 or an LC80, these shocks also fit very well on them. So so yeah, very compatible. They also fit on a bunch of other cars if you want to experiment with other things. So I'd like to also show you our other Seckilling today. So we have three quite new 3D printed parts for the K5, and so we have these handrails, these bed rails along here, which are a great way to kind of cover up the holes that are made when you've mounted the topper and then you've taken it off. And then you've got these holes left. So this is a great way to fill that, and they're very strong, durable rails. Another thing that we've made, which you can see here, is a wheel mount. So you can have a spare wheel in here, and yeah, it just attaches to the roll cage that comes with the K5. So you can put the wheel in there, a spare wheel, which is gives it quite a nice look. And then also using the holes that are made from the when you fix the topper on, we also have this 3D printed light bar, and this has 6 buckets, and it doesn't have the LED lights at the moment, but yeah, you guys can figure out a way to get them working, which is pretty cool. So all of these 3 parts you can get as a set for $9.99 today, but it's only available for the first 10 people. So good luck to everybody who wants one of those. Hope, just try to be fast and try to get it as soon as possible. So yeah, these are the 3D printed parts that we've got. Just going back to the light bars, we are making an actual light bar to go on the front and rear at the moment, but we're also looking for your ideas for any kind of light bucket styles that you would like us to make. So please go to our Facebook. If you've got some ideas for these, go to our Facebook and make some suggestions for what kind of light bars you'd like for any kind of car, really, and then we'll 3D print them and make them available for you. So please do get in touch with that. Okay, we also have, it's not part of the Seckilling today, but I just noticed it's installed in here, is we have a very nice interior. I don't know how to make that clear to you. Maybe from here. Can you guys see that? So of course the K5 comes without an interior. So this 3D printed interior, which is has a lot of details from the K5, is very scale. The dashboard has a kind of curve to it around the back, and the steering wheel design is very accurate. Yeah, and I'm not sure of the price, but it's available on our website if you're interested in that. And we found that with the interior, you know, of course, you want to be able to see it, and so the windows in the K5 come kind of darkened, but we found that it's just stickers, and you can just unpeel them, and you can see straight in. So yeah, it's a nice, easy way to fix that. Okay, let me put that back. Of course, it's facing the wrong way now, but yeah, never mind. Let's go quickly through the comments and see what you guys think. I've had my set of shocks for almost a year and they still haven't leaked. That's great to know, Papa. $20 for a set of 4 Batrazzi shocks is a good deal, says Robert Wolf. That's including shipping, of course. Ordered a set, let's try them. That's cool. Jeff Makovich says Lima and Batrazzi shocks ordered. That's awesome. 2 great deals. Yeah, Lima is one of those kind of cars that went under the radar, I think, when it came out. A lot of people were a little bit not sure about it, but I think more and more people are warming to it, and it's nice to see some people's some different mods of that coming out. If you're a part of the FCX24 group on Facebook, if you're not, then you should join it. It's quite a fun group to see a lot of people's projects, and some of the mods people are making with the Lima look awesome, and they also fit the Hobby Plus lineup. That's right. Yeah, that's right. We have done that before, I think, but we tend not to do too much. We haven't done it too much with our mods, but I'm pretty sure they fit. And thank you for letting us know your feedback on that. And let's see, they come with oil already in them. So I think they come with a little oil, but yeah, they come with, I don't know, it's hard to say. Maybe you can check them out, and then yeah, I think you might need to top them up a little bit when you get them. And Robert Wolf says pre-filled with oil, so that's an answer to that question. Love my FCX10 Blazer. Took it out for a run yesterday with the Batrazzi tires on it as well. Great rigs, lots of fun. Awesome. Thank you, Psycho13 Garage, for your feedback. Playing with my FMS Colorado. Thing is a beast. Another awesome car that we kind of forget about sometimes because we focus mostly on crawlers here, but that's a really nice looking car. I'll show you that quickly if you've got it. And I took one home the other day. Yeah, I don't think we've got it with us, but yeah, I took it home the other day to play with, and I wonder who designed that interior, says McHugh. Yeah, we work closely with McHugh on a lot of stuff actually. And McHugh is a great resource for information and design skills. So yeah, we work closely with McHugh. All right, so. Hey Joe, is the 299 mystery box for the Dinofari Michigan? It is, but be aware that there's 2 versions of the Dinofari Michigan. One is rusted and one's not. The 299 one is the cheaper one. Yeah, the 299 one is for the non-rusted, and then the 399 one is for the rusted version. So just make sure you get the right one when you order. All right, we've got 84 people here right now, so that's a great improvement on what we were when we started. All right, I think we kind of covered the Seckilling for a little while, and I'm going to take you now to the Beijing Expo, which was an expo which I forget the date exactly, but it was 19th of April. So it was like a weekend event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we arrived on Saturday, but we were a little bit too late to get in on Saturday. So we came on Sunday morning and had a good look around, and it was a lot of fun. We weren't really part of the expo. Fair RC didn't have a strong presence there, but we were actually gifted a space to show some of our products, and we had a lot of our mods showing there, and some Batrazzi parts and things like that. And that was, it's really nice to have that. We didn't have that last time, and so we came to kind of have a look around. A lot of it was quite similar to what it was last year, and I had a live stream last year where I actually showed you all of the booths and things like that. So if you're interested in kind of what the Beijing Expo is like, very similar to what I showed you in the live stream last year, you can have a look at that or try and find it on our YouTube channel. So it's a really big venue, and there, like, it's full of different companies' booths, and some of the names maybe you might not recognize because it's kind of more for the Chinese market, you know. So there's not booths like for any Horizon Hobby or any Traxxas or anything like that. It's more kind of Chinese brands. But yeah, very interesting to see what's going on and what's developed since last year. FMS had a central booth, you know, right in the middle of the whole event, and they had a lot of their airplanes on show. They had a few cars as well, but it was kind of focused mainly on their airplanes, I think. And you know, of course, if you're new to FMS, then you might not know that FMS have a really rich history of making RC airplanes long before they started making RC cars, and and are still one of the best names in that industry. And they had a new product. They had 3 new products on show, and you probably have seen these on Facebook. And I'm not supposed to talk about them, so you guys can comment away. If you've seen them, you can write a comment and let people know what they are. But they're very nice, very scale. It's a new platform, so that's always exciting. So they are smaller than the FCX 24s, and yeah, very scale-looking cars, and really nice details on them. 4 different cars with a similar look, and you know, it'd be nice to get a kind of team of them together, and very classic. I'm sure you guys would recognize them. So yeah, that's something to look out for in the coming months, and should be very exciting. They were encased in glass, so we couldn't actually get our hands on them during the expo. Nobody drove them or anything. It was just a showcase, and yeah, so can't really tell you much more about it at this stage, but very nice to see FMS showing some new products. I've seen some comments already about the Hobby Plus 6-wheel drive car. So they have a hauler, which is very cool to have a hauler for kind of 24 scale. From what I've heard, it will be marketed as 18 scale, but it's more of a 24 scale. So we had one of Hobby Plus's CR24 cars on it, and it fit perfectly, you know. So it's a kind of 24 scale. If you've got an SCX24 or something like that, it will be perfect for that. And it comes in 2 colors, blue and red. 6-wheel drive. They have their big bore shocks on, full lighting all the way around. It has tons of lights, and 2-speed, I believe, and they'll have brushless. So I'm sure a lot of you will be very interested in that, and that's looking like a really hot product for Hobby Plus this summer. And when are they coming out? I've heard July will be the release date for that one, but you know, these things are always delayed for small reasons. So July is the target date for that. They had a really nice crawler course, actually. So last year they had quite a decent one, but this year they've really upped the detail on their course. So they had this huge table which was made up of what looked like bones and ribs and things like that. And what really impressed me about it was that it was actually quite challenging, because a lot of these courses are really super easy, and this one had a lot of different challenges. So it was really varied, the kind of tests that you can put the car through on this track. And yeah, it was great fun to see people driving it over and under, and you know, all around. So yeah, a lot of fun, and they did really well with that. I think they're going to be taking it back to their office, and so they'll have quite a cool little display in their office. Hopefully their staff will get involved and have a lot of fun on the table. I heard that it costs something like 30,000 RMB to make the table, so it's pretty expensive. That's, I'm not sure what that is in dollars, but it's about $5,000. So a very, very expensive thing. It's nice to see these companies, you know, really do put the effort in for this expo and try to release their, show off their new products and things like that. Make sure they've got something new to show, something, you know, they've got a nice display going on. Yeah, quickly go through the comments. Waiting for FMS to release the new Cessna. That would be cool. It's an airplane coming out. Stella asks, will you be selling them? The Hobby Plus cars, I'm afraid we won't. Yeah, so you can check out Hobby Plus's Facebook page if you want more information on it. Sorry, I've got a cough. I've had a cough for the past few weeks. Do I know the price? I was told the price, but I think it may be better just not to mention it. Even if I can try to remember it, it might be better not to mention it for the time being. You know, I think you know, Hobby Plus, they always try to give a reasonable price. I'm sure you guys will be fine with it. Would the Michigan winch and fog lights work on the K5? That's something that we do actually really want to test, and I've asked them to test this, and we haven't quite got around to it yet. But if we can get it mounted on the K5, I'll show you. Okay, I'll bring it in to mount a winch, but I'm not sure if that's suitable for this particular winch that we've got. I'll check it. I'll get them to check it out for you, and then I'll show you in the next live stream. Okay, is there a shipping fee on the Seckillings? Yeah, I'm afraid so. It's this usually about $10, depending on where you are. If you're in some remote place, then it might be a bit more, but usually about $10. So if you're going to get them, maybe it's wise to bump up your order a little bit and get a few things together. Okay, what's peeking over there to your left? This one. This is something that's just arrived today, and this is the Ford, Traxxas Ford, and yeah, it's a really nice looking car, to be honest. It's got nice suspension. It's got a nice body. I think the brown paint is better. I don't like the red paint, to be honest, because it's more transparent. You can see through it. The brown gives, you know, the red paint from the High Trail. And yeah, this one is quite nice. Cool scale features, nice Ford logo. Now, this is of course something that we're not selling at Fair RC, unfortunately. We would love to sell Traxxas stuff. That would be cool, but it's not happening. So so yeah, we've got it basically because we're making some 3D print parts, especially bumpers at the moment. So we're making some for Traxxas cars. So if you've got any ideas, we've got a question on our Facebook page. People can submit their ideas for what they want for this. And we're making basically nearly all of them, unless there's some reason not to. And for the people who suggest them, we will send you one for free. So if you'd like a free bumper, then have a look around, see what bumper styles you would like for your Ford. And yeah, let us know on Facebook what you'd like. And then this is for front or rear bumpers, by the way. And yeah, we'll try our best to make a nice version of it in 3D print and send it to you. So yeah, that's why we've got one of these. So yeah, let's go back. Okay, I'll try the winch on my K5, says Rob Sebastian. That would be awesome. Do share your feedback. There's an FCX 10 group. I believe the Shop Mini RC is one of the administrators on that group. So yeah, go to, you can find that on Facebook. Share your knowledge. You know, if you try the winch, or if you try something on the FCX 10 platform, and you know, you find that it works or it doesn't work, just share that with everybody in the Facebook groups. you know, it's great for everybody, and it's interesting to read as well. Okay, I love the new tires and rims. They look great. That's awesome. Is that the Betrasi Precipice tires and rims? They are very, very nice. We have one. Have we mounted? Where is that? We have one just here, where we've mounted the wheel. So these, the full package of what you actually get with these is not totally finished. Of course, you get the wheels. Like when you buy the wheels, you get everything included that you need. But one of the advantages of these is that you can change the rings and the hubs to different colors, and we haven't released them yet. And there are 3 different colors for the wheels. This is the gold. It's kind of like a rose gold color. Very nice. There's also a gunmetal color, and there's black. And we're going to have a whole lot of different colors for for the hubs and the rings. So yeah, we'll show that off in more detail when they come out. Very nice, really nice tires. The wheels are actually vented in 4 places, so you don't have to vent the tires. So that helps them to be a little bit more durable. These tires are very soft, very squidgy, sticky. 70% butyl rubber, which is an excellent. You know, most of the time they normally go for 30% butyl for these kind of tires. So 70% makes them a lot kind of stickier and softer. And the tread on these is also very nice, kind of based on the Rocker tires from Pitbull, I think they're called. So yeah, these ones have been kind of changed to look to have a little bit of a different appearance, and they do look very cool. One cool feature on these is the measurements here. I'm trying to show you. So the measurements are not the measurements of the actual RC car tire. They're actually the measurements that you'd get on the 1-to-1 scale, you know, the full size scale tires. So it gives you that more kind of authentic look on the tires for people who are kind of interested in the scale side of things. Okay. Is there a new Betrasi 1.0 wheel coming that looks like that bigger wheel? There is, yes. So one thing that we do know about is for anybody who'd like this style of wheel, there's a 1.0 version coming. So if you'd like this style for your FCX 24s or whatever, there are smaller ones coming with the same style, same color schemes, which will be nice. The actual outer ring here, I forget if it's called outer ring or inner ring. The ring here is not truly, it doesn't have the real screws. It's faux screws, basically. So it has little dots around to kind of simulate the appearance of the screws, of the bolts, and then the hub will screw on. So slightly different, but basically the same style, coming out very soon. Maybe some 1.3 Betrasi wheels and tires for the K10. We'll see. So yeah, Papa says, I heard mention of an RC boat. We've got that one coming up quite soon. Let me see what else we've got to talk about. So at the expo, I'd like to go back, just tell you a little bit more about some of the brands and companies that we saw there. When you first go in through the door, one of the first booths that you'll see is that I saw, is the Seckilling drones. Seckilling is a really cool drone brand that make kind of drones for a younger audience, you know, kind of teens and young adults who are, and they use a lot of kind of gamification and a lot of kind of anime style artwork and things like that to draw the younger audience. And they're really nice products, an excellent brand. And we have thought in the past about stocking them, but we just feel it maybe not quite the right match for our audience at the moment. You know, for you guys, you know, most of you are a bit older and just a little bit older, and maybe you know, I'm not sure if that's something that you guys would be interested in, but they're really nice. It's a really nice brand, and we're quite interested in them because, you know, it's hard to find a really good quality new brand that's open for us to sell, you know, their products. You know, normally for a very well developed brand, they already have their sugar daddies who, you know, who act as the exclusive dealers for them. You know, so we have to kind of seek out people who are a little bit more kind of up and coming and still good quality. So so I have some comments over here. 1.3 size tires are the new hot thing for mini crawlers, says Josh Fowler. Some low offset 1.3 and smaller would be cool. Okay, Mitchell says, no, I'm not old yet. What are you saying, Joe? This takes me back from the time I was saying that Americans have big hands. I remember. I'm only 30, but you're not 15. You're not 15. That's what I'm getting at. Who are you a sugar daddy for, Joe? I only have one person I'm a sugar daddy for. All right, so 51 years, just a big kid, 52. So yeah, it's great to see some of your ages. Anyway, who else was there? We had so around the FMS area there was Fly Sky. We're interested in selling Fly Sky products, but again, they have their sugar daddy, and it's for their very top products. It's not so easy to sell them, so we'll figure it out. Maybe find a way. We're really interested in their Noble Pros, but those transmitters are not available for us at the moment, but maybe have some potential in the future. We don't know. But they have a bunch of other transmitters. We'd love to know if you've got any transmitters that you'd like from Fly Sky, you know, for us to sell. So let us know, and then there's a possibility we could get some for you. Radio Master, Hot RC, Hobby Wing were all there. Then for people who are interested in kind of crawlers and kind of scale cars, there was RGT, Econ, which is spelled Y-I-K-O-N-G. Kyosho were there with a wide range of cars. There's a company called Charisma that were there. They've made quite recently, they made a Subaru WRC car, and a very nice looking one. And they have this whole kind of scale adventures lineup, which has a lot of crawlers in it. But yeah, we didn't see a lot of their cars at the show. But yeah, they're a Hong Kong-based company, and maybe something we might be able to do something in the future. Then we had Relalo. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Relalo, you maybe recognize them. They've been quite popular recently, and they have a new 1:7 scale Jeep crawler coming out in the near future, and that was there at the show. Very nice. They have like 4 or 5 different colors for that. Relalo is an awesome brand that we're quite interested in working with as well. So if you've got some Relalo products that you'd like to buy and you'd like to get them from Fair RC, then let us know what you'd like us to stock. We also had a motorbike brand, which wasn't there last year, called X Rider, and they look really nice. Very high quality parts. It's like RC motorbikes, a bit like the Losi ones that came out recently. And they had these cool like 3-wheeler bikes, you know, like the Indian taxi style. I forget what they're called. But that's what they're called in China. So yeah, really nice motorbike stuff. They had a really wide range of prices as well for those. You know, some of them were like $3,000. Others were you know, much more kind of affordable for an RTR. But yeah, that's something we'd love to know if you are interested in those cars as well. Some other small products that we were interested in were like there's a brand called Double Eagle. Double Eagle or Double E, and they have a really wide range of products, and some of them are kind of more toy style, and we're not really that interested in those. But we're also, they have a couple of like construction vehicles. They have a licensed Volvo excavator, which is about almost a meter high, and it's all metal parts, very good quality. And I don't know if you guys are interested in kind of construction stuff, but very cool. It's a lot of fun to play around with the functionality of those things, you know. So then we had, so I'll quickly show you, do we have them still? Yeah. So late last year, FMS brought out these FPV little minis, 1/64 scale, 1/64 scale mini racing cars, and they're really nice, awesome. And we were looking at the FPV, the camera. Now these cameras, they work by mounting them onto the car, and they don't. The battery comes from the car itself. So if you want to use the camera, you need to have it attached to the car. So when these came out, a lot of people were saying that you'd like an FPV for your crawlers, you know, put it on a Michigan, something like that. Now you could just put the car on a Michigan, but you know, it looked kind of interesting. But we found a booth in the expo that sells these FPV cameras that can work on any car, and they've got functionality. And we were thinking maybe stocking these for you guys as well, if that's something that you'd be interested in. Just let us know in the comments what you think, because I think they're really cool and definitely give you a new kind of way to play. The range of these FPV cameras is like 18 kilometers or something like that. It's really far, so you can just stay at home. You can go trailing while you're sitting on the sofa, and you know, it's a cool experience. And I think that's a really fun area that might kind of open up more in RC stuff in the future. So let us know if that's something you'd like. All right, we also found a little boat company, a little RC boat company called Taishin. And that's the product that we're going to show you today. We had actually already been in touch with Taishin before the expo, but it was nice to see them at the expo this time around, and they had maybe 10 products. So we've only got one product of theirs that's going to come on sale soon at Fair RC. But they have quite a wide range. They have a nice looking tugboat, which is very cheap, and you know, it's a pretty good one for the price. So if you're interested in kind of starting with the RC boat hobby and picking up something that's affordable, then these ones will be great for you. And just finish up quickly with the kind of summary of the expo. The space that was taken up by the expo this year was much larger than last year, and they had huge areas off to the sides. A lot of rooms which were taken up by like collectible cars and 3D print stuff, you know, a lot of 3D print scale stuff. Like we saw these really scale airplanes, which were just like one centimeter long, and like a Kubel wagon, which was like, it's so small that you'd miss it. Just, you know, you wouldn't think it was anything. And yeah, we wanted to buy one of these for a gift for somebody, and they said that they don't normally come painted. You know, you have to paint them yourself. But yeah, really awesome. And a lot of trains as well. You guys interested in trains? I don't know if that's, I think that's a kind of very separate hobby to what you guys are doing, but let us know. You know, you never know, we might be able to stock some in the future. And that's about it. We were there for a day. We talked to a bunch of companies, and you know, have a lot of potential brands that we could work with in the future, which is great, you know, and had a good time in the end. You know, had a nice time in Beijing, and came back really late. We got back by 6 in the morning, something like that, and I was exhausted. I slept the whole day the next day. Let me quickly check the comments. Okay, so Papa says, I would love to FPV in my FJ. So yeah, Sniklo. Sniklo is the name of the brand, the FPV brand. Yeah, FPV definitely. There's a lot of positivity about the FPV. That sounds good. Until you flip over. The RGTs. Yeah, we talked to them last year and didn't get a great feeling that they were kind of in the mood to cooperate, so we didn't talk to them this year. They're all right. Just not just, every company has their own interests, and maybe we weren't so compatible last year. And separate hobby, not interested in trains or planes. Says Tom Lucas. Some really expensive shipping. So Asia Tees tax on some really expensive shipping to the US. For the RTR models, it was 90 extra for shipping alone. Was that a 10 scale car? Because they are really expensive. We tend not to actually offer 10 scale cars to countries where we don't have a warehouse, because the shipping is actually extortionate, so we just don't offer it. But I know that Asia Tees do, and you can get whatever you want as long as you're willing to pay for it through Asia Tees. Yeah, it was $150 for the Rescuers. Trains are a bit niche. Yeah, I think trains are quite niche as well, and it's not something we were really seriously considering. But yeah, very cool though. Cool to watch. It's nice to see kind of all the cog work and stuff of the wheels, and yeah, that's fun. So, okay, we're going to finish the Beijing Expo. I'll just quickly go back and tell you a little bit more about the sale that's ending tomorrow. We have FCX 24s, which are, we have the Lima. We have the Lima, which is, all of these cars, they were $149.99. They will go back to $149.99 after tomorrow. So this is your last chance to get them for $119.99. So FCX24 Lima. FCX24 platform has portal axles and 2-speed, very nice, smooth electronics. They work super good. So it's a great platform. We have the Smasher, but I've only got our modded Smasher here. Actually, I haven't actually properly looked, but the first one to my hand was the Silver Eagle Smasher mod. But they have the High Roller available on our website for $119.99. Very cool monster truck. And then we also have the Power Wagon. The Power Wagon here. This was the first one, and still a very popular crawler. And I think that's it. Is that all? I believe it's these three for $119.99. And what else? They also have, so there's also an easy RC sale where you can pick up cars for about $79.99 at the moment, like the Glacier and the Patriot, the Arizona. So cars like that, if you're looking for a cheap, ready-to-run car, is pretty good. Something to look out for. So let's go put these ones back. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to show you the boat that we've got coming out. So let me show you. This here, it is by a company called, just show you the front of the box, called Tysin. And so it's spelled Tyxin. They are a quite new company, and they're based in China. And this is a boat, is advertised as 25 plus kilometers per hour. It's a brushless motor inside with a 2S battery. And I'm going to open it up for you to have a look. This will be available on fairrc.com. It's available now. We just put it on just now. So the link is on there if you'd like to have a look, and it's $69.99, which is awesome. Very, very cool for what you get. So let's have a look. Okay. It's oh, I've got it upside down, so it'll come out. Okay, so first up, we've got a manual. Manual opens up, 2 pages. It is in English and Chinese. So English on one side, Chinese on the other. Quite simple stuff. Tells you the basics, how to use it. It doesn't give you kind of an exploded view, but yeah, everything you need in there in English, which is nice for a small company. Pretty, yeah, pretty good. Comes with a little stand, so just put that together. Just put that together, and then you can get the boat. The boat comes in a couple of different colors, doesn't it? Yellow and blue. So this is the yellow one. Very nice. It's, if you want a scale comparison, well, it'd be too big to fit on your FCX 10s, but it's about the same size as the FCX 18 K10, just a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. And yeah, it's very cool. Plastic, very well sealed. Let's open it up. So it has a little lock mechanism at the back. This is a jet turbine mechanism, so it shoots water out the back to power it. There's a water intake just here. Water is shot out here with a fan, and then there's also a water outlet just here. We turn it, so it's locked in with these things, and inside is a very well protected battery tray. It's really quite firm in there, locked in place, and there's that's a 2S battery that you get inside. You also get a brushless motor, and yeah, this one, the battery also contains a USB charger and a there's a screwdriver in here as well, and a little Allen key. So you get all the tools that you need. We also have something to protect the front. Okay, so it just slides over there just to protect it, and it has 2 different options. One, I guess, is for kind of pushing stuff. I'm not sure what this one does. You guys can tell me if you're familiar with boats, what this one is for. Yeah, I think it's for moving stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And you get the transmitter. So I'll show you that. Okay. I'm not sure what this is, but I guess I'm not sure. But it's got a kind of foam steering wheel. It's easy to reach. Reasonable trigger. You know, it feels light because there's no batteries in there at the moment. It's got steering and throttle trim, binding, power. It's got some other buttons here which I'm not sure what they're for, but I believe this is made with anti-capsize technology. So if the boat turns over, I believe that you can get it to just flip back onto its top using the transmitter, which is very cool. Where is it? It also has the which way around am I putting it? It also has a safety feature, which you know, when you're on the river or on a lake or something like this, and you're driving it around, if the batteries die out and it's, you know, in the middle of the lake, then you're going to have to go swimming to get it back. So this one has a cool little feature, which is it tells you when the batteries are dying out. So when the batteries start to die out, then it gives you a little alarm on your transmitter, and then you can bring it back. So that gives you that extra sense of security, you know, that you're not going to lose it on the lake. So it's a really nice package. Very, you know, it seems very durable, very well protected. Brushless motor, 25, is that K? Yeah, kilometers per hour. 25 kilometers per hour is very nice, small size, and it should be a lot of fun to go out and play with. I might try and steal this one and go out with my son, because I think that would be pretty good. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Reminds me of Q's fishing boat from The World Is Not Enough, says Days of RC. Most boats can be righted by torquing the motor back and forth. Definitely on my list now. That's awesome. I live in the high desert and my bathtub is too small. Yeah, you probably don't want this one in the bath. It might be a bit too fast. Yeah, maybe the tugboat. Maybe if we start to sell their tugboat, you might like that as a little boat toy. I'm out for the boat. What do they say is the top speed? That's 25 kilometers plus per hour. So I guess it depends on weather conditions and things like that, maybe. But very cool, very cool. Yep, self-righting. It is self-righting. I've got 6 jet boats that rock. Awesome, says RC Granny. Both handle 3S, 4S, or just 2S. Now, I seem to remember seeing that I think they've got one boat which has 3S capability, but we don't have that in stock at the moment. I think this one, I'll show you, this one can handle 3S, and this one is just 2S. So we've got this one at the moment, but we, you know, I think we might start selling more of these, you know, more choices. So we may get that one in the future. Okay. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. Thank you guys for staying with me. And I'm just going to pass it over to my colleague so that I don't need to tidy it away. So yeah, so last thing that we'd like to go through today is what we've been up to and what maybe Bertrazzi products will be coming out in the near future. So for anybody who's got an FCX10, this may be good news for you. Bertrazzi have been working on a set of axles. So a set of axles. This is, I think this one's the wrong one because it's got the logo upside down. But yeah, it's let me show you 3 different colors that will be coming out, or 2. I think, I'm not sure if it's 3 or 2. This one is gunmetal, and we're going to, I think they're adjusting the color for this one at the moment. But this is a 14-bolt axle for the K10, kind of designed as much as possible to look like a 14-bolt GM axle. But of course, the shaping of the gears has to change because of the because yeah, this is the rear axle, I believe. Yeah, the shaping has to change to fit the gears inside. So as much as possible, they've designed it to look like an authentic 14-bolt rear axle, which is very cool. And this is the red version. There will be brass parts available for the portal axle covers, for this gearbox cover and things like that. There will be brass parts available as well. These are just samples, so not totally perfect yet, but it's great to see that these ones will be coming out quite soon. Very cool. Metal. So these are aluminium, CNC machined aluminium, and there will be brass parts available as well. So you can buy the aluminium versions, and then you can upgrade with brass if you're looking for that. Sorry, it doesn't sound like a good cough, does it? All right. And what else do we have? We have campers. So let me quickly show you this one. This is a paint job that we've done with the K10 camper that we've had out for a little while. This one has an openable door. You just have to unlock it, and then it opens. we've got something inside, maybe some dinosaurs. Yeah, we've got a little dinosaur inside. But there we go. And yeah, this is a mod that we've been making, the paint job. We've been doing the paint job for it. And so when this one came out, Larry, who is here today, Larry's Big As Gas Garage, said it was very nice in scale, but he felt we had it on the wrong car because technically these ones are on the K5. So we've, what's that? Type B, yeah, I'll show you the Type B in a minute. So we have made one for the K5. So here we go. For anybody looking for a camper bed, this is much more small and compact. Sorry, not camper bed, a camper for the K5. Then yeah, here you go. And this one overhangs the tailgate. It doesn't have the openable door, and yeah, it still has those windows and scale details, which are very nice. And this will be available quite soon for the K5 FCX 24. Hope you guys like it. And what else? We're going to be possibly making a camper for the maybe for the Ford High Trail or for the K10 High Trail. We'll see. We'll see how which one we choose for that. We have the B type somewhere at the very top. Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen them already, this is the Type B camper that we made, which was based specifically around Larry's customized K10 camper, his real one. And this one is also available at our store, fairrc.com. Just open that tailgate. So this one is a little bit different. We were talking on Facebook recently about how this one is a little bit different because a lot of campers they hang over the tailgate, whereas this one you need to well, this one tucks in. And Larry was saying that this was designed on purpose so that you can do more crawling with it, basically. Because a lot of the time when you're crawling with the real camper and this tailgate opens, the camper, when it's open, the camper can slide out, which of course would be very, very inconvenient. So this one is designed to kind of slide in to the underneath the tailgate, which is quite cool and kind of makes it more compact. Doesn't remove any of the departure angle as well. So very nice. And we may be making some solar panels to go on these a bit later as well. So this one's also an option for you. And lastly, we're making a whole load of bumpers. I think I mentioned before, if you've got some bumper ideas for any of the Traxxas cars, basically, let us know what you like. We have recently made one for the K10. Now, this one it's not it's a very wide, a very long bumper, but it's got some really cool scale details on it. This was based off of a real picture of a K10 that we got, and just kind of slides in there. Just remove this bumper and it goes into the same slots. And yeah, it would be cool to paint this kind of different color, maybe chrome and gray, or put some white on it. Maybe put some hazard stickers along here or something like that would be pretty cool. So it has like this checker texture, checker plate metal texture on this box here, which is quite a nice detail. And a little slot for the winch, of course, yeah. So let's wrap things up, guys. I'm just going to go back through the comments and say my farewells to people. So do the Ford camper, says RC Granny. Chalet campers were indeed on K5s only. Great job. Okay. And Josh Smith says, when is the Hilux going to get some love? FCX version and a camper. Hopefully, FMS will be coming up with something with the Hilux in the future. Seems like a pretty easy no-brainer, right? So hopefully they'll do that. And Larry says, Fair did a great job on creating or recreating mine, the camper. Don't ride in the camper when crawling. Winch bumper for the Ford TRX4M. McHugh was working on one. Make one with a functional winch. Yeah, we like to do stuff like that, but we have to bear in mind the cost and all of the stuff that goes into it. So sometimes it's better to leave that stuff to you, give you the chance to put in a winch, but maybe we don't put it in directly ourselves. But yeah, it's definitely something we always like to think about and see if we can manage it. As a small company, we can't always do it. But that brings us to the end, guys. We did a full hour, so always I end up talking a lot more than I expected to. If you got a good deal out of those shocks, that's awesome. And yeah, hope they arrive with you very soon. I hope you get some good use out of them. Thank you very much, and we'll be looking forward to the next one very, very soon. Bye-bye.